position, your motherfucking ass is going against the grain, and you should be punished to the maximum extent by whatever group, city, state, or organization that shall dictate that. Now, this is the time for the people to stand up. If this was your father, your grandfather, your elder, who done did 53 years clean, state and fed time, walked off 20 plus in the most notorious prison, ADX. This is where El Chapo at, the Unabomber, the Boston Marathon bomber, the worst of the worst. Ain't broke, ain't cracked, continued to deliver messages to the people to try to right his wrong. We get a renegade president in there that didn't mind doing what's right for our side of the track, and in 24 hours, alleged snitch paperwork from 1968 all of a sudden appears on social media. Nah, this is when we supposed to unite. This is when we supposed to stand up and beat our chest and say we ain't hearing it. Everybody in them state facilities, wherever Larry Hoover may be, this shouldn't be a discussion. This shouldn't be a conversation. This shouldn't be a chatter. This shouldn't be no questions asked. When y'all see this man, this shit shouldn't even be acknowledged. I ain't never seen this type of foolery or fuckery in my life. This is an attempt on that man's life, and I urge everybody to petition because now this is the real reason on why they need to let that man go, because they are trying to put this man's life in jeopardy by releasing these documents. Somebody need to trace back and see who released this document, right? I'm pretty sure you will find that it's a forged document. I'm pretty sure that you will find that it's not authentic. I'm pretty sure you will find that it's going to lead back either to a troll, a op, or the motherfucking government. Either way, we need to disregard this shit like it never happened. On a hundred side floor, I would appreciate it if this is never brought up again. We don't talk about it. We don't discuss it. Anybody that represents me, that stands with me, that moves with my movement, I would ask that you take this recording, you spread this recording. Other than that, we ain't showing no support or no representation for slandering this man's name with these false allegations. Anybody on the floor want to speak? I'll mute up.
Hey, Wack, do you think somebody really gonna try something though? Do you feel like somebody in that state pen gonna try something about this shit though?
What was that? Did you ask me a question?
Yeah, nah, I said, do you think somebody in that state pen gonna try to make this a reason to try to do something to that man?
Bro, I think that's why they released it. You know, we got fools, we got idiots, we got imbeciles, we got people looking for a rep. And believe it or not, although some people may love Larry Hoover, there's the other side of his movement that dislikes Larry Hoover. You know, it's no different than Tukey Williams being who he was, may he rest in peace, being released to General GP, and somebody releases something like this on him, and the blood feel like I'm gonna take my shot and stabs him. He gonna always have a rep. Now, those of us that have been living long enough know that that rep ain't gonna be worth nothing. But of course, everybody ain't thinking. You got dope fiends, you got dummies that'll take this shit and run with it. Those dudes that's on that yard need to make sure they put a wall in a circle around Mr. Hoover and protect him. Because you never know what dumb motherfucker may want to take the shot and use this as his reason of doing this type of shit. I mean, we talking about to obtain the paperwork from 1968, bro. It'll take a nigga damn near a year to get it if they have it.
You know, this
He
could
did.
be them
He
federal
gone already.
prosecutors from Chicago, because you know them federal
He in
prosecutors
the
from
state already.
Chicago did not want him out.
Hell yeah, they didn't want him in that federal nigga. You are listen. You ain't on responsibility. Transpac. He already in the state. Yeah, so now they released this shit where he's probably in an open area. Yeah, he already gone. It's crazy. They didn't even let this they didn't even let this man bask in his glory for a day. Snitch paperwork out on Larry Hoover. Yeah, and motherfuckers just holler like this type of shit. Nah, man, that's some bullshit. You wouldn't even have access to that type of shit. Where these victims at? Where these dudes that did this time at? Any of the family members? Show us what legal entity, what attorney's office used their credentials to go down there and file to get this paperwork. Show me. I got to see that. I don't believe it. I believe it's a plot and a ploy to get one of them dummies and that's on the state chart who want to get a rep to try to do something to him. It's the world we live in. Floor is open for questions. Yeah, this is crazy. I ain't never seen nothing this crazy. I mean, goddamn it, I know they think we fools, but we just can't play the fool.
So you
You
saying
know,
you think when somebody put this out, so that way when they move them over there to Illinois,
think about it.
okay,
53 years. 5 years prior to that, he on the streets. He from 18 to 23, he on his rise in the street. Nigga, back then, them niggas would have blew your brains out, bro.
And they wouldn't even have let him make the gangster disciples if he was really that. You know what I'm
They
saying?
wouldn't allow none of that. He wouldn't have had no positioning, no nothing, bro. He went to jail at 24. So whoever he did this here with, I'm pretty sure they around the same era, same age, give or take. So you telling me nobody sounded the trumpets? Nobody sounded the alarm? He kept attention on him. He on the yard moving the way he moving for him to catch his life sentences he called to be sent to the federal penitentiary. It ain't like he in that motherfucker quiet. But I want to know who used their credentials to go down to that courtroom and pull some documents on a case they ain't got nothing to do with from 1968.
Yeah, that's my question.
That's where we at.
That's the whole
Fuck what
thing.
it talking about. Fuck what it reads. Because what it's talking about, what it's reading, is more than likely motherfucking manufactured.
yeah, that look like a newsletter. It don't look like no work.
That's my point. So they didn't move him to the state and they drop it. Lavish, 53 years.
And then check this out, right? Guess what page that was the first one that dropped it?
Who's that?
That's one of the biggest blogging pages in Chicago. Like for all the street shit. All the street niggas go to that shit. Like when a nigga die, he post all they shit first. He the first nigga got it when a nigga died in Chicago. That nigga been Squid Ape, he been around for a while. So it's
And guess
crazy that
what?
he got it
And
first.
and guess what? Because guess what? If he drop it on some shit stationed in California, it probably won't reach the penitentiaries in Illinois.
Right.
All this shit is strategic bullshit. But some of us got voices out here. Some of us got some reach. You know what I'm saying? And my voice need to be heard. My reach need to be extended. Don't buy into the bullshit. It don't make sense. The order to obtain this, bro, Nigga, you would need a legal office. And I'm gonna be real. You would have to be a family member or somebody directly involved for that legal office to even entertain going to file to get this. And when you filed and got it, they would give you a cover page of receipt. Where is it at?
Yeah, it don't see no statement or nothing like that. It just that shit don't look official at all. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, it ain't, yeah, where it's at. My thing is this ain't to prove he didn't do it. We know he didn't do it. My whole thing is y'all don't fall victim and feed into the bullshit. Soon as he hit the state facility, they dropped this. And some of these people will hear about it, read about it, hear half the story, and run with it. Yo, Lavish, you know what it would do to that old man for him to be sitting in the cell, just getting there on intake, and a young nigga walk by and call him out his name?
Oh yeah, he gonna go off.
I don't believe I don't believe he didn't experience no shit like that. Nah, people in Illinois, youngsters, Muslims, all groups, y'all need to stand with that man and make sure them goofies, them dummies, make sure they ain't got no action, no action, or taking a shot at that man. That man in his 70s, he on his way out. Let that man make it to his family, man. This shit's some bullshit if I ain't never heard it.
Shit, well you caught it. Shit, before they ship him, you caught it to get
Hey,
to
Wack,
get
when
the
they get
message
to
out.
the bottom of this shit and niggas really figure out where exactly this shit started from, I guarantee you this shit gonna have something to do with either the federal prosecution team in Illinois that prosecuted him or the state prosecution team that prosecuted him, bro.
Whatever it is, we're gonna let them deal what they deal with. Our people need to unite and not entertain the shit. Period. If they feel they want to come with more documents to prove their point, so be it. I doubt they gonna do it because I don't think it's real. Right now, our whole position should be, hey, we silent to that. We're not hearing that. That's 1968 paperwork. There's no receipt that people went down there and filed to get the paperwork. We don't know where it come from. The so-called victims and people that was told on in the paperwork, they ain't nobody heard a peep out of them in 58 years. At this point in time, it should be no question, no conversation about it. That man shouldn't be bothered with this shit. No looks, no bullshit. Let that man do his time. Let his process continue to work and let that man come home. That's where I'm at with it. Now, if somebody else got a stance against it, the floor is open. I can't shut it down. I'm all ears, and we can debate it.
I mean, yeah, for real.